Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid video. It's not really a video, it's about news video actually. Sorry, news video. This is where I upload every Sunday, depends where I'm watching from. If you're watching in the New Zealand, it's probably gonna be Monday. Or from Australia, whatever. It's probably gonna be the next day, but um, this is where I upload every Sunday, of course. And about Real Madrid upon the last week. We uploaded one video last week as well. So if you guys haven't checked that out already, there'll be a link in the description down below. Do go and check it out. It was pretty intense about what we were talking about. Anyways, last week we talked about Zidane leaving. Um, and this is from a few sources. Apparently, Marca. I don't know whether I said it correctly, but the Spanish from Spain, right? Marca, right? Um, apparently, right, let me put my phone down. They have said that Zidane apparently was in the dressing room after the Chelsea game, before the Sevilla game. Have said, guys, it's my final season. I'm gonna leave next season. I'm not gonna be here anymore. Good luck. Apparently, maybe not a good luck, but apparently that's what he said to the players, right? And we discussed about who could be the signings and who would be the replacement for Zidane. So obviously check it out. Um, and it's not just about who will replace him, is who can we sign. Zidane is French, right? We all know France have some great talents like the Mbappe, the Camavinga, the Pogba, all these players. We are linked to sign Camavinga and Mbappe. Maybe not Pogba, but these players that we're linked with signing are mostly French players. And Zidane is French. And Zidane is one of the best players of all time. If not, my thinking is he's the best of all time, the greatest of all time. People are gonna argue, oh Pele, or Messi, or whatever. You can't compare these players. Zidane was a cam. Messi is like a dribbler. Zidane was not really known for his dribbling. And you know, um, all that, right? So don't compare these players together, right? They're all good, but I just love Zidane, one of my favorites. And Zidane was one of the best of all time. There's Mbappe's Camavinga will probably adore him, likes, or he's a huge fan of him basically. And if he leaves, how are you gonna attract these players to the club? Like, how is Mbappe going to get attracted under Allegri, for example, right? Um, and maybe he loves the club so much he would, honestly come. But I reckon that he'll just stay in Paris. So as Camavinga, he'll just stay at Rennes or go to Liverpool or Barcelona or something. Um, so that is a huge point of him living, and it's not yet confirmed whether he's definitely gonna leave. But I think he's gonna leave. Leave. Sorry. I feel like he really doesn't like how the team kind of plays together. Like, remember a few years ago, we had Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, the three players who were the best in the world during that period when we won like 3 Champions League titles. They're the best in the world. The three of them, unstoppable, right? Even Bale, like in the 2018 World Cup final, not World Cup final, what am I talking about? The Champions League final, sorry. He was literally the best player on the field. He's got 2 goals. One from a long shot, one on a bicycle kick. Best player in that game against Liverpool. Ronaldo was one of the best, if not the best, during that period in the world. Right? Benzema, he was quite underrated in my opinion. He is still very underrated. I feel like he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And then we had the 3 best midfielders: Cruz, Modric, Casemiro. We still have them right now, but they have been aging for they're not in their 30s. Um, Back then they were like 20 something, and they're aging, right? Marcelo, I don't know what has happened to him. He went from the best left in the world to probably the worst at the club. He's probably not as good as Mendy. And then Carvajal was our right back. Now we're playing Vasquez or Odriozola, which is still good players, but not as good as Carvajal was a few years ago. And we're even playing like Marvin, who is probably a youngster. We're playing Nacho at right back. We could even play Militao at right back. Ramos at right back. That's how far we can go. if you don't have a right back. So we're desperate for a new right back signing. And it could be what's the Spanish guy's name? I can't remember his name. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that right now. And then yeah, the two center backs, Ramos, Varane, they are coping with injuries right now, the COVID pandemic, all that. Ramos is no longer the best in the world. I feel like there's so many other center backs that is as good, if not better than him in the moment right now, in terms of performing. And we're not talking about in the past, and he was that great. Like we're not talking about the best in the past 5 years. We're talking about the best right now. Right now, I'm talking. Who else is better? Right. I'm trying to think. I can't think of much. John Stones, Ruben Diaz. Maybe not Van Dijk. We're talking about maybe Tarkowski of Burnley. He was very good. All of these players. Botman from Lille, which is an interesting player as well. They're all great for their club, but people don't see them as good as Ramos because it's Ramos, right? He's, the captain of the club, and he's just a rock player. Yes, he's still a very good player. However, he's not the best in the world, and we have to agree with that. Even though he's been the best, he's not the best right now at the moment, right? Then in goal we had Keylor Navas, Iker Casillas in the past. Iker Casillas left for Porto. We brought in Navas. Personally, I have no issues with Kortop in the goalkeeper if he can perform. However, there are some games where I look at him and it's like he's very very shaky. We are over relying on him so much that I think that sometimes he might even make a few mistakes here and there, which is I can understand goalkeepers do make mistakes. However, if we look at the period with Keylor Navas, often at times I look at Kortop like he looks like he doesn't have confidence, which obviously he does have confidence. It's not like he doesn't, but we are kind of missing the good old days. Kortop's still a good goalkeeper, but I just miss Navas and Casillas so much. And then we look at the bench players. We used to have very good options, right? We used to have such good options on the bench, as well, that we can, bring on. I'm not gonna talk about who they are because there's a whole list of players. But we look at the bench right now. We are having like 2 goalkeepers, Nacho, Militao, maybe not Militao, maybe someone else, Lunin. It's not bad, but we'll need to improve the team during the summer. Improving is not spending 500 million every transfer window, but improving is getting players who can last. And this is what we've done, right? We signed Modric in 2012, 2012 doesn't make sense. 2012, right? And then now he's still playing after 9 years. After 9 years at the club, he's still playing. Cruz, as well, 8-9 years, still playing, right? Casemiro, he signed for like 5-6 years, still playing. Hazard, don't want to talk about him. Benzema, he's been here for how long has he been here for? Definitely more than 10 years. Anyways, right? Well, we're having players for here for a long time. And if we think about it, can we buy players who are young, 17 years old, and play them for 10 years as well? Can we? Do we rely on them? Do we trust them nowadays? Back then, that was the system we used, right? Buying players who are 20 years old, who are one of the best in the world, that like Benzema, Modric, Cruz, and then Ronaldo even, he wasn't 20, was he? When he joined, he wasn't. And kind of buying them, putting them in a team, sticking with that same players again for years, for seasons and seasons after seasons, just sticking with these players. Can we afford to do it nowadays? Can we go out and buy a 17-year-old and playing for 10 years? I don't think so. Depends which position, right? We are not gonna buy a striker to replace Benzema, who is 17 years old, no experience, playing for 10 years. I can't speak. It no longer can happen. It's not back then, okay? It is the 21st century, sorry. And the thing is, Zidane leaving the club is gonna affect the signings, and a lot of players are going to depart from the club as well. So it's going to affect the club hugely. So we have to look to the future. We have to look at what we can do with replacements that can still attract and keep some of the players. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess we can talk about the Granada Real Madrid game, which I obviously talked about. It was a great performance from everyone. I feel like Marvin did quite well. Gutierrez at left back did quite well. The defense, centre back wise, I'm fine, but I just don't want to see. I don't really want to see Nacho play. Not really. The midfield was incredible. Modric, outstanding performance. Man of the match worthy performance. Rodrigo as well. Benzema scored a goal. It was a great goal from Karim the Dream. And then Vinicius, of course, typical Vinicius, not doing much. He just doesn't like scoring. And then he came off for Hazard. Hazard got an assist. So Hazard actually gets a goal contribution. I'm expecting him to play against Athletic Club Bilbao, which obviously we're gonna do a match preview, which is today, wasn't it? Wait, it's today, isn't it? If it is, then we'll make a yeah, probably gonna get the Real Madrid preview video coming out soon. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you guys did. We kind of didn't talk about much apart from Zidane leaving club. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't already. Do check out my main channel. And check out the link to the first video that we made. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!